I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word with anyone.
So why is the crucifix effective?
Because they're from the sins of Adam and all that shit, and it's all the stuff that makes Runsguard mad.
Where's the lady he was talking to?
She's not there, mysteriously.
Where did she go? I love this dude. He's awesome.
And who might you be?
He is pretty cool.
Dr. Edgar Swansea. Oh, great name. Great name. All-time great.
Who are you?
Wait, you can't just say? You can't just say what your name is?
Then
Apparently not.
That's none of your concern.
It's don't not writing. Don't worry about it.
The night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Like, yeah, this seems like a reasonable time to introduce yourself, considering that you're like a gore-soaked freak.
In fact, killing them, biting them. The calling card.
Okay, considering how not particularly Edwardian this writing is, that was the wrong time to reach for molesting.
Yeah.
I've been hunted down in the streets and attacked. I'm a victim here too. I believe you.
You don't sound convinced.
Who or what are you? Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on. What have you uncovered concerning the murders? It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docks have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different. How different? A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly. I heard another voice, that of a woman. Who were you talking to? Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Seems like my answer is.
Something tells me not to trust.
We'll get to that.
You heard us. You know we were eavesdropping. You know we heard her. I mean, come on.
What exactly is this brotherhood? Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Remember Brotherhood
St.
of Men?
Paul?
Not Brotherhood of Men. Brotherhood of...
And what's that thing you've got there with the cross?
Then help me
I've never
find the
seen it
culprit.
before.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door. I followed a trail. The scent of blood.
See, that was bad writing. Because we say, then help me find the culprit, but it didn't actually follow from the last thing he said. It would have followed from, like, what had been said before that option appeared, but the continuity of the conversation was broken.
Wait, what did he say?
Are you going to help me, basically?
Yes, sure.
Sure.
A shadow, indeed.
I even though it makes sense that you would maybe be a little bit, like, hesitant here, I appreciate it in games when I know that, like, they're just gonna make me agree to do this, when you can just get past the dicker and go, yeah, okay, fine, I'm on board.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine. How will you do any better than
Wait,
I?
why are we so determined to find the monster exactly?
I'm pretty sure the thing going through our head is this is the guy who bit us and turned us into a vampire, and as a result we ate our sister because we didn't know what the fuck was going on and we're very hungry.
Yeah, that could maybe have been right.
Your dog disagrees.
That could maybe have been written slightly better, but fair enough. That tracks. Yeah, that's a completely consistent motivation.
So what are we going to do if we find this guy?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
I don't know.
And pray we shall meet again.
I really should have picked the don't know option.
I have to say that while I think the writing is like C+, the voice actors are really doing a lot to sell it.
Yeah.
They didn't go like a very interesting choice with regards to the voice actors. Like they do sound pretty video gamesy, and not necessarily they don't necessarily speak to like the values, the intonations, the deliveries that you would expect in this period. But it's still very skillful.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you
Evening,
must.
sir. See that? There you go. That's more the Cockney accent.
You have to say
That-
more than just that, though, because I think everyone can
I
say
don't-
evening, sir.
I don't think that was a Cockney accent, Chris.
It's
You
London.
can
Evening,
also
sir, is
critique
not a
mine
co-
as well. I'm open to critique, but I think mine's pretty good.
I'm not.
is
I'm
this
very
place?
fragile.
This
Don't
is
make
Tom's
fun of.
bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina. If you want.
Yeah, the Cockney is like upscale.
No, Cockney is not upscale.
No, that's the
No, it's
opposite of
definitely
what
not
it is.
upscale.
Night.
No, it's only since the epidemic started.
Wow, Josh
like
just
you're a
brought
chimney
this up to the
sweep.
bottom of the
Upscale one.
Cockney dollar ship. Received pronunciation.
Have much
Oxford.
business. Where is everybody?
Most people are sleeping.
That's where I get all my commas.
And those that
I
are
do
awake
think you're
tend to
thinking of
avoid
received
going out.
pronunciation.
What with the murders
Yeah.
and all.
What's going on around here?
No, Cockney
Where
is
is
like
everyone?
Too many dead
ales
souls.
up
Oh,
inside
okay, I can
ya,
move the
find
cam-
an entrance
I was
where
gonna
they
say-
can.
Terrible murders.
This camera was really weirdly positioned, but then it's still really weirdly positioned. It's just slightly better.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Oh, this is such an awkward watch now.
So many quarantine zones
Yeah.
in London.
Was London hit this hard by the Spanish flu in reality?
The murders.
I would assume. Let me look.
What can you say about them?
Bodies
Which
found
makes it a
in
bit strange that
streets
she's explaining it
everywhere.
to us, but
Drained of blood.
Yes.
It's just horrible.
Also,
We're
did you nominate this game because it retroactively turned out to be very timely,
What's that?
Chris?
No one knows.
No, I nominated it for all the reasons we already said.
Around these parts. The ancients
it seems like a good game for us to do.
Sewer
I think that this could
Yeah.
be very interesting.
But now he's killing in the streets.
So we're
Okay,
having
let's just
like,
let's just
we're-
I just wanted
go.
to.
Go down with the truth.
I didn't
Let's just
mean
do
to
it.
scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir.
God damn it. Anyway,
It's
go
just
ahead,
I've
Ritz.
had customers to take
Uh,
I
we're
think
giving
I'll be
mixed-
able to go.
One customer.
yeah. We're giving mixed commentary, but I think we should clarify that I think I speak for all of us by saying this seems like the interesting kind of jank.
I spoke to
Yeah.
Dr. Swansea. He's not.
It
the
largely
man I'm
is, and
looking
we
for.
haven't even gotten to the
No, I
really
want the
interesting
truth.
stuff yet,
Truth?
where we have to decide,
What do you
like,
mean?
I
so
suspect that
we've
someone
only
else
kind of
is
seen it
here.
in menus a little bit, but
And
there's
I'm
only
looking
but so
for
many humans you can feed on. Like all these people we've been talking to, that little
Tom
blood
says you're the
indicator,
only visitor
that's
we
the
had,
potential
then
amount of
you're the
XP
only
we could
visitor
earn
we had.
if we
I
choose to
can
eat them.
feel your
But the more we
fear,
eat
madam.
and the more we feed, the
Please
more
tell
the
me what's
disease
going on.
sinks into each district, and it sort of becomes a decision of like which of these characters we've interacted with, which of their stories do we kind of go, fuck that guy, I need the experience, and then we suck the blood out of him. And that's kind of what makes the game interesting, is like you're off doing an action adventure game most of the time, but then to level up you kind of have to deal with this like telltale game of choosing who to kill, and that's an interesting dynamic in my opinion, and we haven't
Can
even really
we
touched
kill
it yet.
happened?
everyone?
He was dead drunk as usual.
I don't know if we could do like a full genocide, but we can do pretty much anybody. Yeah, there are
Just walk through the game, just
Oh, no.
killing everyone you meet.
there are I think a couple gated ones that are not accessible till after their plot's over,
Tell me
but
about
I believe ultimately you can do pretty close to a genocide
Who
run.
worked at the
Let me look.
Not accessible to after plots over. You're just telling a vampire your life story, and he's just like nodding, going, and just like staring at you really intensely, leaning in degree by degree.
Tom's nothing.
Vampire Hulk would
After
never.
Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to
Let's
be good
just
mates.
be straight. He would not murder
Recently,
everyone.
Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor.
I'm not saying we should just kill everyone. I'm just asking if it's possible.
Hey, it's Tom Watts.
Right.
Oh, Tom Watts, not Tom Waits.
But yeah, so it incentivizes you to learn more about these people, to both improve their blood quality and just know their stories. So I think the idea with the hints is to sort of know that their stories are quote-unquote complete, which is kind of a gamery thing to do, because you sort of know, like, okay, I've seen their content, I can eat them now. Which is...
I've completed this NPC's quests, now I will feed.
I've read the nutrition facts.
Hello, sir.
All right, are we going to talk to the
This
bartender?
guy's too high in carbs. Are we what?
Oh, we're talking to this guy instead?
What were
We
you
got to talk.
suggesting we do?
Talk to the bartender. So I don't know if you were paying attention, but the lady just gave us some tips about the guy that was here, and then we got to talk to the bartender about what's going down.
Are you sure no one else came into your bar?
Okay, because we caught him in a lie, because we got the
had.
barmaid to confess there was another guy. Yeah.
Right. So now there's a new conversation. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So there's kind of an investigative element to the dialogue here, but like not as cool as the Sherlock Holmes games.
Right.
Why lie to me?
Although in a way, we do get to still decide the fates of the people.
I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
Who is he?
William, just an old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before.
I do get the sense though that Rutskarn, if Rutskarn was the editor here, he would take a pretty hard scalpel to most of this.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I just want to point out that we're getting all this backstory about who William is. He's a drunk, he's tall, he loves his gin. He was a sailor, but he just sort of lived a little too hard. He came in, he's acting a little different. Not to spoil anything, but like William is dead in a boat about 2 feet outside that we're gonna go see in a second, and it's like we're getting a lot of backstory for a dead motherfucker that we don't need to worry about at all. And I feel like that's the sort of thing that you excise.
The other thing is, like, nothing we're learning about this guy is surprising. Like, none of this breaks with an existing archetype which could be easily and quickly communicated.
Right.
You could get across the entirety of this guy's character in one well-written sentence.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
I also don't like the dissonance of, like, he's enough of a good friend that I'll lie to this stranger to cover for him, but then also if you see him, tell him to get his shit together and I never want to see him again. Anyway, so first we should probably go claim that hideout so we can save.
What hideout?
Turn around, up, it's up. It's gonna be one of those things you can teleport
up in
on.
space or up the stairs or...
Up,
Gotta build ourselves a Saturn V rocket, go to the moon.
No. It's up
here
that.
We go.
There you go. Yeah.
I also like how, like, nobody mentions
Is this where
the fact
Chicago
that
Ted
particularly
lives?
they were drenched in gore. Oh, man, I forgot about Chicago Ted.
We're a doctor. We're fine. Doctors run around with blood all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, next time I'll just say I'm a doctor.
Did
Yeah.
they wash their hands yet by this point? Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they had
I think
masks.
that was
they
a
had germ
debate that
theory.
was happening in like the... Yeah, in like the mid-19th century. Oh, I found this diary.
Yeah, Lister was already dead by this point.
So if we want to save, we have to go to that thingy. So.
I found a collectible, but it didn't...
No, I think it's under
Not
notes
labeled.
somewhere. We'll find it later.
Where is the notes? Where does that happen?
It's a very complicated menu system, Josh.
This fucking Fortnite OG fucking menu system right here. No.
Oh, okay. Go back. Well, okay, never mind.
What?
I was gonna say go to your inventory and then go to like the 4th tab in your inventory.
Which one is that? Here we go.
Jesus Christ. And then use
I
the
see,
bumpers,
okay.
and I think it might be one of these. There
Fuck
we go.
that, man. God damn. Throw this game in the garbage just for the interface alone.
It is jank and it is trying to do too much, and I will not deny that. It is trying to do way the heck too much.
I think this is the... Okay, so this is the barmaid. Well, that sucks. Alright, boats.
I will.
But now we know more about her story. See, I do like that. I do like that, like...
done to me.
Yeah.
To this city.
So I wasn't sure if she was supposed to be a person of color or someone with a tan. But, like, I guess she's probably Indian.
So there's William. This is the guy we had to sit through 5 minutes of fucking backstory for.
Like, all that guy needed to say was, William, you one of his creditors? You see him tell him he can't come back until he's off the bottle, something like that.
Has been dried of its
Yeah.
You see that old salt tell him he can't come back until he's straightened himself out? There.
What's
2
this?
sentences.
Some sort of note. Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a...
Oh my god, someone murdered this man and drank all his gin.
Oh no, we're hunting Count Cuthbert.
I must reach that college.
Oh god, that's going to be the name of the character, isn't it, that we're playing now?
Would you say blood splats?
It's on the other side of the gully here. Yep.
We're about to hit time though, so I think we should go back to the hideout and save.
That's a good idea. And then
I was trying to figure out, like, I was trying to figure out when splat to use, like, a splatter, like, existed, but, like, splat as a noun is not a thing, even. I mean, it is, but it means, like, a part of a chair.
Are there etymology dictionaries?
There are dictionaries that I use which frequently include thorough notes on etymology.
How do I save?
I'd love that. This is saving. If you
rest,
save? Yeah, you pick your changes if you want
any.
So
we bonfire at the bed.
Protean Merriam-Webster generally has pretty thorough etymologies. I said protean because that's the word of the day.
All right, well, that has been the first week of Vampyr.
Press Y to kill.
Anyway, that's Vampyr.